Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning, and welcome back once again to Harley Day Rider, good old friend HDR, and coffee with HDR on another Saturday morning here, live and in living color for August 21st, 2021. Guys, it's been an amazing week, and we'll talk about that a little bit. Pains rides, I feel your pain, my friend. Um, Absolutely feel very, very bad. And I mean, we're not on the coast so much. I mean, we are on the east, obviously, living in Pennsylvania. We are on the eastern half of the United States. And there's this big tropical hurricane coming up the coast. So, Pains Rides, we are praying for you guys to make it through all that. I think the winds will push out, but I know you're getting a ton of rain. And that's going to be something that you're going to see here probably for the next couple of days. Let's go through the chat window first and say good morning to everybody. We always have some early risers, and man, that blows me away that you guys come in here early and you prepare for this and you get ready for another coffee with HDR. You know, there's nothing like that smooth taste of coffee. And I'm drinking a French roast this morning. A lot of people email me and say, HDR, what coffees do you drink? When I use the Keurig, okay, I buy a dark French roast coffee. It gives me that kick in the morning I need to wake up, right, to start my day. And then we make a pot of Maxwell House, right? Maxwell House. Remember the coffee that time that said it was good to the last drop? Well, we don't drink Folgers. So, but good morning, PA Biker 65 Ultra. Nice to have you on board there this morning. Good morning, Pains Rides. Smyrna Cowboy. Good morning on that ultimate Can-Am Spider. Can't wait to see all the videos coming out of your camp up there, man. It's going to be absolutely awesome. Good morning, Chuck. Bronco Ride. Good morning. If you didn't see Bronco Ride's latest video, I'm putting some new hardware on that great Pan America. Watch this guy because he is sweating for you. He is in his garage dripping sweat. So you guys will have an awesome video to watch. So check him out. It's absolutely amazing stuff, and he does a good job with hardware, and we know lights. Good morning, Dusty in the Wind. Good to have you on board, sir. Let's see, Chad. Good morning, and we are planning on running into Chad sometime today. We are going to. I'll talk about that in a minute. But Chad, we are planning on being there for right now. As far as I see that. Everything is in our favor, so we should be okay. Where are we at here? Harley 103, good morning to you. Ty from Tennessee. If you haven't seen Ty's latest video, go check that out. Man, you guys produce some awesome videos. I mean, it makes me feel just very inadequate of producing videos, seeing what you guys can produce and put out there on the internet for us to watch. I have so much enjoyment just watching your videos that it's hard for me to make any. It's hard for me to edit because I'm sitting around watching your videos all the time, and I love them. It's a great time. HDAV Traveler, good morning. Good morning, Toby Northern. Toby. Good morning to you, man. Pink's Adventures, good morning. Pink's Adventures, if you guys don't know, go over and check out their channel. Also, they got some awesome videos. Toby has some good stuff, but Pink's is I don't know how Pink's Adventures does it. I really don't. You are highly known by everybody because you watch everybody's videos and you spend time and you comment, and that's what it's all about, man. Thank you so much. Jamon, good morning to you. Good morning. Glad to have you on board there. Does Sheets serve coffee? Sheets does serve coffee. I very seldom ever buy coffee at Sheets. Now, I'm not really a morning stopping person. I take my coffee to work with me. So I think since I said work, we might start there this morning. We got a lot to cover this morning. I want the chat room to keep going there in the chat room. Just keep feeding in there. Feed into me and give me some ideas along the way. So this week, many of you know that I am now considered an educator, a teacher. Never thought I would say that in my lifetime, but I taught all last year. This is my second year of teaching. Many of you know I teach cybersecurity and advanced Cisco networking. Good morning, Rocky J. Triglide Ed. Good morning, NVA Rider. Paul, good morning to you. Glad to have you guys on board here this morning. Bodine isn't here yet. Yeah, Bodine might be sleeping or his Diet Coke didn't kick in. So if you all know, Bodine does not drink coffee. They don't even have a coffee pot in their house. So he may be drinking Diet Coke trying to get ready there. So anyway, we went back to work this week. This I guess it's this week. Monday was our first day back, and we do what's called in services. That's where they have to train the teachers about stuff that we probably forgot over the summer. That they have to put back in our heads, like how to do grades, how to take attendance, all that very, very important stuff. And it's awesome. Well, no, it's not awesome, but they had donuts and bagels every morning, so who can complain, right? And coffee, plenty of coffee. They know educators drink a lot of coffee. HD Traveler does not drink coffee either. What do you drink in the morning, my friend? What do you drink in the morning? So anyway, we had training all week until Thursday. Then Thursday we had what was called new student orientation. So new student orientation is some of our, well, not some, one of our students from last year came in for that with his dad, and it was cool to see him. Nice to see the boy. He's a 10th grader now, a very young man. But we accept ninth graders. So we had 16 new ninth graders come into our program. They came into open house. We have more than that. But they came in with their parents. It was great to meet everybody. Nice to say hello. I had to put on a fancy suit, with my fancy tie. And yes, HDR gets dressed up every now and then. Bronco ride. Yeah, see, already on my third cup of coffee. Myself and Bronco ride, when we were on vacation together, we competed for the coffee pot. Like I would make a pot and then he would turn around and have to make a pot because we would both be drinking that coffee, that awesome coffee so fast. So drinking water. Yes, I know I am boring. HDAV Traveler. My doctor, I was in to see the doctor recently because many of you guys don't know I spent a night in the hospital. We're not going to go over why I spent the night in the hospital, but I had some troubles. I had to go to the hospital. I had to spend the night in there. So I had to do a follow-up with my doctor. And my doctor says, well, HDR, because she knows me as HDR. She goes, HDR, do you consume enough water? And I said, man, I consume a ton of water. She goes, oh, that's great. That's great because most people don't drink water. She said, I said, yeah. I said, I drink coffee until noon. Well, when I'm working, I drink coffee until quitting time. So I drink coffee all day. And then when I get home, I pop a beer and I'll drink, 3-4 beers in the evenings. They're Michelob Light, so my figure can stay beautiful, right? Sometimes I buy the really stronger beers, but and I said, "There's water in all that." She goes, "Yeah, HDR, that's just not it." I didn't realize this, but I was in the medical field for 10 years and I didn't realize this. It is so hilarious. Apparently, coffee and beer is what's called a diuretic. So it doesn't stay, the body doesn't use any of that water. That's why once you go to the bathroom, they say once you release that valve, when you're drinking a few beers, you're going to continue to go because it's a diuretic. It doesn't want to stay in the body. But when you drink water, just plain, everyday, ordinary, good old H2O, and when you consume water, the body uses that. The body takes that water in and it uses that water. So she said, you got to drink more regular water. And in 6 months, she's going to do a blood test again to see if I did or not. So I can't lie. Anyway, good morning, Doug. Good to have you in there. Wind Road Therapy, good morning. I will be contacting you. Wind Road Therapy is our next guest on the Fireside Chat. She will be on there next Sunday. We don't have any show this Sunday, but we do have a show next Sunday. And Wind Road Therapy's magical card was pulled out of the basket. It's like, you are our next guest on our show. So I hope you're ready for that because that's really exciting. Good morning, Judy. Nice to have you on board there. D.A. Bishop, good morning. Good morning. Coffee in the morning makes the world jumpstart. You are absolutely so correct. And, but yeah, anyway, so see that? Ty says, hooray for WRT. That sounds like a radio station. Good morning. This is WRT AM 1930. Thank you for joining us here. And we are going to play the greatest hits that you ever heard. Judy, just sitting there waiting for the hurricane. Excellent choice, HDR. Thank you, Paul, very much. I met Wind Road Therapy at VAM. Myself and Bronco Ride met her. We talked. She's an amazing person, very interesting moto vlogger. Um, and works really, really hard on her editing. So it's just nice. It's nice. And I was talking to Road Glide Andy actually stopped yesterday, and sometimes he does stop by the house. He lives, well, let's say he drives by my house every day. Might be featured as a DJ. There you go. I used to do a live stream at nights with my son. We did that probably for a year, and we would do it every Friday night at 9 o'clock. And we would play music from 9 o'clock until when we got tired, midnight, 1, 2 o'clock. We would sit, we would drink a few beers together, and we did this on my front deck. And we would live stream this thing, but we were kind of like DJs. We would play music, we'd talk obviously to the chat room, and it was just a great time. So I had a little experience with that, but um, it was an amazing experience. Meet so many people, incredible memories. That is what it's all about. Yeah, and you guys that did that worldwide poker run, man, that is absolutely amazing. I mean, you guys had a big group together there, and it's basically you lived together for how many days was you on the road? 6, 7 days on the road. That's pretty cool. You wake up together, you have breakfast together, you have lunch together on the road somewhere. Maybe you go to dinner together. You're in the same hotels. That's awesome. So anyway, work started. As I said, good morning, Southern Rider. Good morning to you. Nice, very nice group in here every Saturday morning with us. But yeah, guys, so it's been kind of funny because work, as I said, started. Mrs. HDR also teaches, and she's been back to work now for 3 weeks. Her students started this week. So my students start Monday morning. I'll be happy to have them back in the classroom, get back underway. Of course, this first week when you bring them back is all the administrative stuff you got to do, but we'll get that out of the way and we'll get them learning once again. So I do have a few things I want to talk to you about. Again, Judy, I said earlier, man, I feel very, very bad for all you folks on the coast with that, the hurricane coming through. It doesn't look like the winds are going to be there as much as the rain. I think you're going to get very, very saturated. And we may get some here too. Yeah, traveling bike rally, Sturgis, Daytona, Lacuna. Am I saying that right? I hope so. All right, so we have a couple things we want to go over. A lot of you are moto vloggers, and I've been seeing this more and more, and I don't comment on it on people's comments, but I catch this stuff when I'm watching a moto vlog. So you're watching a moto vlog, and somebody has, let me see if I have mine here. Somebody has their cell phone. Some people have their cell phones, and it's not one. I've seen a few, and you know who you are. It's on the handlebar, and their notes are on there, and they're reading off of their phone. So it's scripted. So it's a scripted moto vlog. So is that like writing a movie, right? Writing a screenplay, because it's scripted. They know everything they're going to, or is that just highlighted notes so you don't forget something? Maybe that's a good idea, because people watch my moto vlogs and they say, boy, HDR, sometimes, and Henry tells me this all the time. He says, you'll start talking about one thing and then you'll be like, oh, squirrel. And you'll start talking about something else, right? And then you come back to the subject. He said, but you always end where you started. He said, so it's really cool that my mind works that way. But I see more and more people scripting. Do you script your moto vlogs? Do you put notes on your phone and have them on your handlebar and like, oh, today we're going to talk about, oh yeah, this is what I'm going to tell you about. Oh yeah, I mean, or is that just highlighted like bullet points? I don't know. Maybe I need to do that. But that was my first thing I wanted to talk about. Bodine 52, good morning. Okay, so Bodine says it's a reminder to him, so it's like a bullet point list. Okay, I know you guys are very much more organized than me. I don't do that, but I've been seeing that more and more. Ty from Tennessee, I'm guilty of that. I use my phone for bullet points so that I'll remember. And Ty, yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't single anybody out, but I did notice them on some people's videos, and you're pointing it out that you already do it. I'm not, it's interesting to me, very interesting to me. I don't put notes on my phone. Usually I do make notes on paper though, for talking points. All right. All right. And I don't think I'm pretty, and I probably need to do that when I do install videos, because install videos are very much organized. You have to do, Bronco Ride does a good job. Like, today, I'm going to need a screwdriver, a wrench, and an Allen head. And I'm going to need some double face tape to put these lights on my motorcycle. The motorcycle is sitting over there. And he's very good at showing you every step from the package to the opening to what's in the package. I never do that. This is what's in the package. I think that's awesome. So maybe I need to script that a little bit better. I don't know. Does anybody else ever think about scripting your stuff? NVA Rider always have a squirrel moment. Yeah, you do have squirrel moments. Good morning, Tri-Glide Ed. I didn't catch you in there. NVA Rider, cranky old guy. Good morning to you. Glad to have you on board. Windroad Therapy. Let's see. Impressions is spot on. Very good point. Very good point about the impression. Your impression. Well, I watch your videos, guys. I watch everybody's videos, and I sit there and I study them. Mrs. HDR will often come into the living room and she goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm studying Ty from Tennessee." And, and you get that. Hey, guys, it's Ty from Tennessee. And I study this stuff, and I love this stuff. I love openers. I love the way you introduce your videos. And I pay attention to what you're talking about. So good morning, Ricky KM, Orvis 128. Good morning, my friend. Southern Rider. Nice to have you on board there. Roguelite Andy, we just talked about you a bit ago. Good morning. Roguelite Andy just got amazing new stickers, and it's right. I didn't bring it up. I can't leave now because I don't have no pants. Yeah, I got pants on. I'm just kidding. I got pants on. Anyway, Roguelite Andy did just get new stickers. You guys will be seeing stickers coming out your way. Good morning, Ricky KM. Nice to have you on board there this morning. Southern Rider, I finally put my first video a couple days ago. My channel most likely won't have many riding vlogs. Southern Rider, we talk about that. I just did a video recently about that, about vlogging, about getting off the motorcycle, about talking about places you are. Yeah, we have to have we have to vary it up, right? We have to make it interesting, right? That's what you want to do. Keep it interesting out there. So, but yeah, I did want to bring it up this morning about using the phone, and maybe I need to do that, write some bullet points. But here's honestly my motovlogging mentality. This is what I do. When I left Bodine in Ohio, on the way home, I would have thoughts. Now, I couldn't stop and write those thoughts down. So I hit the record button and I record that thought right away. Okay. If you're on the motorcycle and you think of a topic, you don't want to record it right now, hit the record button and go, future topics, changing oil with the motor upside down. Think of it, and just stop it. That way you have a note in your recordings, because we all record on some device. Just hit the record button, give yourself a quick note, a voice memo, as you will, and you will have that. So Boots and Jeans, you're finally getting a chance. Boots and Jeans was just had a cool experience out there on some boats and riding around, man, on just having a good time, just having a great time. So you're 100% right. Ty from Tennessee is a video about favorite channels and watches really great. And yeah, Ty from Tennessee did a video about his favorite channels. I didn't rank on them favorite channels, Ty. I don't know, man. I spent a night with you. I drank a beer with you. You would think somebody that drinks a beer with somebody would be one of his favorite channels. But he did give me a couple new ones to watch, and I really appreciate that. They are awesome, fun to watch. Matter of fact, the one guy talks a lot. I don't know his name yet, but Big Smitty, maybe that was his name. He talked a lot about motorcycle clubs and riding groups, and I've actually commented back to him and chatted him about trying to get educated. I was recently asked to join a group. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. I'm not going to. I was honored to be asked. I thought that was very, very cool that they felt that I would fit in with that group. I don't know how they thought I would fit in, but anyway, I was honored that I was asked to do that. I think that was really cool. But let me see. Toby, I don't like scripting. I tried to begin a couple of times. It doesn't feel natural. Yeah. So anyway, let's get back. Let's get back to Big Smitty has some good content. His intros are funny. And Big Smitty did this awesome thing, this video. And see, when you guys say, hey, you put it on your channel, say, hey, watch this guy, watch this guy. He's new, he's mediocre, he's middle. He may have 10 billion views. Maybe you like somebody. I've been watching lately, and I got a lot of you turned on to Miami boat ramps. Miami boat ramps. They film these boat ramps. These people try and launch boats that should not own boats. I said, just because you can afford something, maybe you shouldn't buy it. Like just because you can afford a 450, ton boat, and you're pulling it with a Chevy Cavalier, you probably just shouldn't own the boat. Anyway. So anyhow, I'm just throwing this out there. So, but yeah, I drank beer with Ty. He didn't. Oh, never mind. But Big Smitty talked about motorcycle clubs, and I asked him, I said, so is a hog chapter, because he said an RC is family oriented. Like there's MC and RC, and then there's motorcycle groups, right? And he said, no, a hog chapter is like a motorcycle group, right? It's not really an RC, because an RC follows a lot of the same rules that an MC follows, but they're family oriented. Okay. Because a lot of people don't know, and I didn't know either. In an MC, this is from what we're told. This is the education that I received. I don't know this firsthand. Women do not ride on the motorcycles with the men, right? So if they're going on a mandatory ride and you're taking your old lady with you, they get in cars or in a van behind you somewhere, and they can ride in there together and talk about, all the women stuff. The men ride the motorcycles. But in an RC, in a riders club, he said that the women can ride with the men. It's more oriented towards the family, but they abide by the same kind of like guidelines. There's guidelines, not rules, guidelines. But a hog chapter is, he says, and he goes into this, and watch his video. It's awesome video. And he goes into, he told me that a hog chapter is more of a motorcycle group of people that ride. So, but anyway, yeah, you saw the Miami, you saw that in Miami, no video. Yeah, boots and jeans. I saw that come up on Instagram. It looked absolutely amazing. So, Orvis, you're in Arizona visiting family, and you're also coming over to Coffee with HDR. Man, thanks for joining us here, buddy. I always like to have you on board. Okay, so we talked a little bit about that. Professional Monkey did explaining numerous types of bike collectives and labels. Well, that's cool too. Might have to check that one out. Let me see here. Boots and jeans. So good morning, Be the Rider PA, if I didn't catch you in there. Mr. G 1965 actually sent me a message last night and said, bro, I'll try to be there. And we got you awake, man. We got you awake and got you on board. That's amazing. Goldwing Rider is a family-oriented group. First aid class. Yeah. Here's the thing. I met some Goldwing Riders when we went to Sturgis 4 years ago. Man, it seems like forever now. But Goldwing Riders live by a rule, and I don't own a Goldwing. I know Mike Killy 7 does, and he kind of lives by this rule. It's all the gear all the time, no exceptions. I'm talking coats, pants, boots, full face helmet, gloves, all the gear all the time, no exceptions. And it was 110 degrees. Paul, did I catch any fish last week? We'll talk about that. Paul, that's a good question. Thank you for bringing that up. I'll talk about that in a minute. So anyway, the Blue Knights MCHDR are family oriented. Yeah, but I don't know if the Blue Knights would be considered, maybe they are considered an MC. The Blue Knights, if you don't know, are law enforcement and safety, public safety personnel. Primarily law enforcement. My cousin is a part of the Blue Knights because he is a corrections officer. He said he could bring me in as a social member with them, but there's a lot of things that I'm not allowed to be a part of, obviously. But But anyway, he does ride with the Blue Knights. They have a Blue Knight ride here in Pennsylvania, I think once a year, and they said there could be 600-700 motorcycles. They shut down roads for this thing. It's amazing. Isn't Mrs. HDR Grasshopper? Mrs. HDR. Oh, don't tell her that now. You're gonna upset her. She's in a very, very good mood. We don't want to tell her that. So anyhow, where was I? I got lost in the shuffle, and that happens sometimes here on Coffee with HDR. Boots and jeans. Wear the director's GPA, and yes, preach. Yep. Okay, so that's what we're talking about. So I met this couple, myself and Miss HDR. They had all their gear on. It's 105 degrees, no lie. We are like in t-shirts and we are sweating like bullets, right? We just got sweat blowing, like your shirt's stuck to your back. And it's like, it's just like, So we talked to these folks, and Miss HDR said, "Well, why you wear all that stuff? You got all that coat on and them pants." And the lady said, "Honestly, ma'am," she said, "you'd be awfully surprised." She said, "You'll be a lot cooler if you have your mesh jacket on." And she's like, Miss HDR is pretty much, straightforward. She goes, are you crazy? Is that true? I don't understand. Do you have air conditioning in that jacket? And the lady goes, no. But what happens is, guys, when you wear mesh, and I also have a shirt, I got a shirt that's called I think it's called a heat out shirt. The idea is, and Ty wears these sleeves. If you ever see Ty riding, he has these false sleeves that he wears, and they're mesh sleeves. The idea is, if you don't let the sun get to your skin and then the wind dry it out, you won't sweat as much. And if you put that mesh jacket on, it actually drops. And I have it on one of my videos. I had it on one day. It was 95 degrees, but it felt like it was 70. I know it's weird. I know it's strange. Now, don't put the liner in and don't put the rain liner in, because now you're going to up it to, you're going to feel like it's 145, right? So don't do that. But I'm in a wing, and I am not all the time. Cranky old guy is not all the time, okay? But I know in the mindset, like Boots and Jeans are like Honda Goldwing people, and you could be, maybe I'm saying that wrong. Maybe they're in the Honda Goldwing organization. If you are, it's all the gear all the time. Now you can own a Honda, you can own a Goldwing and ride around in shorts. Heck, I see it every single day. I'll talk about that too, because this is getting to be blown out of proportion. It's like people at Miami Boat Ramp that should not own a boat. If you can't back a trailer down a ramp in less than 3 minutes, you should not own a boat. Okay. Because when you're on those ramps, and we do it here, and I'll tell you about that, but you don't pull your boat down to the ramp and prep it. You don't take 45 minutes to get your boat down a ramp when you got a line of people back there with boats ready to get it. Now, not to say that they're all going to do a good job, but it's just not good etiquette to do that. So anyway, I have no problem not riding if it's too hot. I have turned into a fair weather rider. Orvis is a fair weather rider. Good morning, Jim Wilson. Good to have you on board there this morning. Nice to have you coming in there. I am in 3 hog chapters now, and the president of the Legion Riders Club and the Combat Veterans Association. Yes, Be the Rider PA was a sergeant in the military, but now he's an officer, because he was elected to be the president of the Combat Veterans Association. So now you have to call him sir. Okay. So if you ever see Be the Rider PA, it's sir, or Be the Rider PA, sir, is how you would present to him now. So this is why people in the desert always work for you. And that's kind of what she explained. She said, look, did you ever see out west cowboys? And watch the old cowboys, so the old westerns, right? We just thought they were like kind of, I don't know, they dress kind of weird. But they all wear long sleeve shirts, long pants, because it keeps you cooler, and a big hat, right? Always wear a big hat because it keeps you cooler. So anyway, I can't back our motorcycle trailer up. That's funny. That is funny. You can't back the motorcycle trailer up. I actually have a video coming out, and I'll give you some pre-warning on my video coming out. And this was one of the videos I recorded coming home from Bodine, because we talked about so much stuff at breakfast. It was in my head. And when you put something in his head, it's got to come out. I got to get it out of my head, right? But I do have a video coming out about trailering bikes and riding, and the different camps. So there's a little preface to it. I don't know when it's coming out, but it will be. You'll see it come up. Okay. He shall be knighted. You're right, Bronco Rod. We should get like a sword and be like, be the rider, PA is now Presidente. He's been the president of so many organizations, this guy. Every time he's the president of an organization, I know be the rider, PA. Probably more. I went to high school with the guy. We talk a lot, right? And I'll get a phone call. I am so busy. I'm blown away. I can't do this anymore. These people expect so much out of me. I got to maintain all this stuff. I got to do all this stuff every day. And I got to do all. It's just, I'm so busy. I can't even breathe. And then he calls me at night. I was just elected president of the club. I'm like, think about your life, right? If you're really, 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 really too busy, give something up. Okay. Let somebody else do it. Right. And I say it's promoting people to make them feel more needed. Right. So maybe nobody wanted to do it. That happens too, though. Yeah. 61 days on the road and you're getting better at backing it. Boots and jeans, 61 days on the road. I think you might both be retired. We just had a retirement meeting the other day and I was told I can retire. I can retire with my full pension, my full benefit, everything I'm going to need at 62 years old. 62, 4 years, 5 years, 5 years, really 58. Yeah, give it 4 or 5 years. But anyway, I'll be able to walk away. I met with a financial planner. He's like, yeah, you're going to be doing all right. And I'll be like, yeah, living the dream. He's like, yeah. He said, I would just go ahead and buy that house now, buy that condo in Florida. He said, start paying for it now. That way, you can divert some money into some property, some real estate. And then when you're ready to retire, you'll have that house there. You'll have your house here. And I was like, that's awesome. But hey, time will tell, who knows? Let's see. Good morning, Tennessee Wingman. Good to have you on board there this morning. Nice that you're here with us today. Just going through some of this here, seeing what's on the chat room as I'm chatting away. I have a house full of family visiting. Thought it would pop. Tennessee Wingman, thank you so much for joining me. Put me on the big screen. Tell the family, come on, everybody sit in the living room. Grab your coffees and your Cokes and see HDR. Coffee with HDR. Come on, sit in the living room, everybody. Tell them that, Tennessee Wingman. Tell them, blow them away. Blow them away, And then tell them at the same time, hit that subscribe and like button. 4 years, 2 months, 3 days, and 7 hours, and you will be retiring also, Bodine. Like I said, mine is 4 to 5 years, 4 to 5. So I'm right there behind you. I'm right with you. Ready to, and I told him, I said, the teaching gig, I really love doing it. And I said, I don't want to be one of those teachers that fall really in love with it. And then they do it until they're 70. There's no need for that. If I'm going to have enough, to have a nice retirement, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it works out. But anyway, Cranky Old Guy's been retired for a year. Good for you. Congratulations. Congratulations. Everybody, don't forget that Minivan is this coming weekend, right? Not today. Next Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So if you are retired, pack up your bikes and go down there. Go to Virginia. Go to Tazewell. You're going to have an amazing, amazing, amazing time. Us working stiffs will be back here drilling, going to work, and making the best of it. Anyway, so let me throw this out there. So Paul asked about the fishing trip last week. Remember, I did the show 7:30 to 8:30 because we were getting in the car, taking the boat, and we were going fishing. We went pretty far away. So we went about 2 hours from the house. Okay, not far, but further than north. Our normal lake we go to is 15 to 20 minutes down the road. Okay, it's right there. It's really close to me, and we catch a lot of fish there. So myself and Henry gear up, packed the car up after we left you guys. We threw everything in the boat, and off we went. So the GPS told us we had 3 different routes. Okay, like the GPS is meant to do, give you 3 routes. So I'm really starting to hate this hat. Like, come on. Look at that hair. It's even worse. Wait, get your hat back. How about this? Huh? Nah, you look cool. HDR. I still don't like it. I'm getting a haircut this week. I really am. Okay. There. Now I don't have to worry about the beak being crooked. So anyway, we load the car up. We get everything packed up in the car, right? And we head out. So we take the route, and Bodine knows this route. Some of you other guys might know this route. May take some time if I get it. Oh, so anyway, so we get on 79 North. Okay, so you can look at this on the map. 79 North. We take 79 North. We're driving down 79. All of a sudden, there's a detour. Well, the GPS goes, get off this exit. And we're like, screw that. We're not getting, we know better than you, GPS. We're not getting off that exit because we have to go straight down 79 all the way to almost to where Bob used to live. Can't remember the name of that. Oh crap, it's on my phone too. I don't know. Does it really matter? No. Anyway, halfway to Erie. Okay. So we're driving. Well, here we get to this bridge. The bridge is like they have the highway closed. Whoop, gone. Get off the exit. We had to go down through this town, through all these red lights with all this 150,000 car traffic with a boat. And I'm pulling this boat trade on thinking, God, I hope I don't have any tight turns. I got it through okay. We made it all right. Anyway, instead of getting there in 2 hours, we got there in more like 3.5, because we had such a detour we had to deal with. So we finally get to the bait shop. We get to the bait shop. We buy our bait because we like to use live minnows. Good. We got these down around Evans City, and there's another town, Bob, right before that. This is going to drive me absolutely crazy. I know it is. Let me look at my weather app here because I think I put it on here. And Zillion Opal. So I used to meet Bob in Zillion Opal, and we used to ride from there because that was kind of a meeting point for us. So we get to the bait shop. We get to the bait. The lady gives us this map. Okay. A paper map. Okay. And she goes, I said, well, where can we dock our boat at? Because we've never been to this lake. I don't know where the docks are. I have no idea. I got a boat I got to drop. Okay. So go to the top of the hill. As soon as you get to the top of the hill, you're going to make a left. And she makes a little X. You'll make the left. Now, this road, you go down the bottom of this hill. It's not marked, but you're going to make a right beside that tree. There's a tree down there. There's a lot of trees in the woods. Okay. She's a very nice lady, very sweet person. I'm not saying that. So go down this tree, make her. It took us another hour, 1 extra hour to find the dock. Okay. The boat dock. First, we passed the road that we're supposed to turn left. And I turned on the GPS. I'm like, McDaniel's boat launch. I don't understand. McDaniel's boat ramp. I don't understand. McDaniel's park. Turn around. You went too far. Oh, okay. Well, then Henry looks at me. He's like, oh, shit, man. Because that's how he talks. He says, oh, shit, man. I was like, yeah, buddy. I said, I guess we went too far. So I'm sorry. So we'll turn around, go back. So we went around, turned around, and finally got to the boat docks. Now let's talk about the boat docks for a minute. And, this is not obviously a boating channel. This is a pretty much whatever we want to talk about in the morning channel. And you asked about the trip, about the fishing trip. I got 4 hours and something into this. We're not even on the water yet. Okay. We have a lake 20 minutes down the road, down that way, right? 20 minutes. But we wanted to try something different. And I agreed with Henry. We wanted to try something different. So anyway, you think I need a teleprompter. He wonders, like, I don't know who that is. Beaton. I don't know who Beaton is, how they wonder. But anyway, so I don't need a teleprompter, guys. This is in this head of mine right here. So we get down to there, and I told you guys, when you get to a boat ramp, you don't just drop your boat at the boat ramp. You got to prep it. And I said, Henry, where do we prep the boat? Where's the boat prep area? So he gets out of the car. He walks. We find it. We finally get the boat launch. I called Mrs. HDR, and she said, oh, how you doing? How's the fishing? I said, I don't know. We just got here. You guys know I ended the show at 8:30. We got on the lake at 1 p.m. 1 p.m. So how many fish did we catch? Henry caught 4 catfish, channel cat, if you're familiar with catfish, which they're good to eat. They're not fun to take off the hook. 4 catfish. And he caught 1 smallmouth bass. I caught 1 log. Okay, that's what I caught. But anyway, yeah, it sounds like how they give directions down south. You know, when I worked as a paramedic on ambulance, we would get phone calls like that, and we would call the family back and say, "Look, we need directions to your house because they're on the." We live in a very country area. Okay, there's no housing plans right around us here. There's no big like pull into the plan. We're the 5th house. I know they all look the same, but we're in the 5th house up the hill. You know, not the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. We're the 5th one on the right. Okay, I know they all look alike. Here you get these directions. Well, go out. Remember where lightning hit that tree back in 89? You're like, no, ma'am, I've never been there. Oh, well, there's a tree. It's still split. Still kind of got the burn marks in it. So it's really easy to see. When you see that tree, you're going to turn. Now, there used to be a fencer. Remember where that fence used to be? No, ma'am, I've never been there. Well, there used to be a fencer, and you're going to turn right. And when you go down the bottom of the hill, turn left, right where that trailer burnt down that day. What day? Like, I don't know what you, and these are the directions we use. Now they got GPS, man. You plug somebody's address and you'll probably get there. So, but anyway, let's see here. Let me go back through some of the comments and see what we're talking about. Cranky. Bronco Ride, I am not cranky. I'm tired of people calling me cranky. I am tired of people commenting on my videos saying that I'm rude, I'm negative. I am one of the most positive, happy, go lucky people in the United States of America. I am probably the happiest motovlogger you'll ever meet. I am just so positive and happy. It oozes out of my pores. So people put that on my channels and I just delete their comments because they're just idiots, you know? Anyway, so that is that. Or you could have called Bob and I would tell you, yeah, Bob, this boat dock, I don't know if you've ever seen Daniel's docking. It's a cute little park area. It's off the beaten path. We didn't go to the marina because when you go to marina with a smaller boat, first of all, people look down upon you like you're some kind of idiot because you don't. There was sailboats out there. I'm talking, you could probably live on them. And they're on Lake Arthur at Moraine State Park. These sailboats are awesome. But anyway, most you forgot sarcastic and there's sarcastic people in America. No, there's not. There's never sarcastic people. That's right. Boots and Jeans, happy. My favorite song is that happy song. 'Cause I'm happy. Everybody knows that me. I'm happy with you today. 'Cause I'm happy. Yeah, that's my favorite song. I ooze happiness. And positivity. So anyway, but I think Itchy Boots can claim that title. Itchy Boots is a very, very happy person too. And my wife has talked to Itchy Boots through email a couple times, trying to get her on the fireside chat. So she's going to be an awesome guest when we do get her on. There could be 5 million questions I want to ask that woman. Play one. The first is, whatever made you so brave? And do you pack a gun? Well, that's 2 questions, but anyway, she's the bravest woman that I know. So, but you're right, Rocky J. You are right about that. That she is very, very happy person. But okay, maybe I'm the second happiest person in the world. I don't know. All right. The last thing, if you watch my Instagram post, we're going to talk about just about this much. I asked Itchy to marry me on my last video. Mrs. Bodine wasn't. Bob, you might be just a little too old for Itchy Boots. I'm just saying, but hey, she does want rich, powerful men, Bob. You set the bill, man. Rich and powerful. And she was looking for somebody with a 2000 Road King Classic. So I think, hey, we came out of a bar last night too, and we seen this bike. I was like, man, that's really a nice looking bike over there. And Miss HDR walks out, and we come out. It was a restaurant. We came out of the restaurant, in the bar. So we came out of the restaurant, and we're walking down. She goes, wow. She's standing up on the thing. She goes, well, that's a good looking Road King. I said, that's not a Road King. I walk down. She goes, hey, HDR, idiot. It's written on the fender. My eyesight is going so bad. that I got to go see the eye doctor because I have trouble seeing things. I mean, it gets blurry sometimes. It's weird, but I didn't even see it on the fender. So I walked around. I said, "By golly, it is a Road King." She said, "Yeah, Bodine has a 2000 Road King Classic in black." I said, "I know, I know." And I said, "You like the Road Kings?" I said, "We can get a Road King." "Nope," she said. "I want the Indian." So she has this on her. This is that guy, the other song. It is always on her mind. The Indian's always on her mind. So anyway, the last thing I want to talk about, many of you have been emailing me, asking me, sending comments, and I've been getting Instagram messages all the time. Where is all the drone footage? Everybody's been asking me, where is all of your drone footage? I've been flying the drone. I've been doing a lot of videos with it. I've been learning a lot of how to control it, how to manage it, where I can put it up, how I can use it. I did take, they now have, if you have a drone, please do this. Go to the FAA's website, and there's a place in there for a recreational license. At the very least, get the recreational license. Because now what they're doing is, if you're at a park or if a police officer comes up and says, "Hey, you're flying that," and if they're a little knowledgeable and they say, "Do you have your recreational license?" You have to be able to pull that out of the bag and show them. It's like 20 questions. It takes you about 20 minutes. And it's just normal questions. I mean, it's not hard or anything hard about it. They ask you stuff like, are you allowed to fly over people within 1,200 feet? Stupid things. And you'll be like, no, you can't. There's 3 answers per question, and it's very, very simplistic to get through. Take the recreational one. Here's the second part of that. So the reason you have not seen them on my videos is because I'm also studying right now for what's called the Part 107 of the FAA exam. So that is to fly an unmanned aircraft. Okay, that's a license. Once I earn that license, then I can promote the video and use the video, because all of us are monetized, or most of you are monetized, right? Hey, good morning, Moto Blonde. Glad to have you on board there. I didn't see you pop in there. Wow, you just kind of flew right in there. So anyway, the Part 107 allows you to make money from your videos. Okay, so that means you can use them for your intros. You can use them for your outros. You can use it like you're driving to a nice area like Itchy Boots does. And I don't know if she needs it because she's in a different country. Okay, so that could save her. But you drive into a nice area and you want to fly like over Ohio Powell and see the nice waterfalls and everything. And so I am working right now on the 107. Once I pass that, you guys will know. I'll be so pleased. It is a little bit more in depth. You have to know how to read aeronautical charts. You have to know how a fixed plane aircraft flies. You have to know stall rates of a fixed plane aircraft. But it's doable. It's doable. There's a lot of different academies online you can take. So I just wanted to throw that out there to you of why. And I know a lot of people have been asking me, like, where's all, because that I've been practicing with the drone. Now, what you may see is some stuff. You may see some drone footage come out. I was going to do like a drone Wednesday because I'm learning and I want you to learn from my learning, together, right? The only thing when you do that is or if you use the drone footage on your videos, don't monetize it. Okay. And it's still really, really great, because if your channel is monetized, they'll say that, well, people are coming there and then they're going to subscribe to you and watch one of your other videos and get paid. But if you don't use it in the monetized sense, then you're good. Okay. So just don't monetize it. But anyway, let's see. You fly under power lines or bridges, dams. Like national parks. You can't fly in national parks. I have one video that I did that I didn't produce, where I talked about when I walked into the local park here that we fish at all the time. Go to the bulletin board, like the messaging area of that park, and look on there. Just see, there'll be a big sign that says no drones. If they don't want you to fly there, it'll say no drones. If there's no sign there, then take it that you can fly there. Because if they don't explicitly tell you not to do it, okay? Bodine said Drone Wednesdays is a great idea, Jack. Thanks, Bodine. And I've actually worked it out where I can actually talk as I'm flying. Instead of just having scenery, these are going to be actually videos where I'm talking to you, because and there's things, and Bronco called me up after he sent the drone out and we talked a lot, and he talked about custom white balance, ISO settings, shutter speeds. Why I do all that? Because I've been teaching photography since 2005, I think. Yeah, at least 2005. I've been teaching photography. I've been a professional, well, I call myself a semi-professional photographer because a professional photographer lives off of the income. I'm a semi-professional because what I've done is over the years, I've done weddings, engagement pictures, I've done senior portraits, and I just take that money and I put it back. I put it back into equipment to buy new camera gear. So that's called a semi-professional. But so I understand that. So I wanted to throw that out there, and I wanted to show people like how you can take that, and even I was even thinking of doing some stuff with the GoPros, like because let's face it, we all throw the GoPro on a camera, hit record. Right? You don't do anything with you don't do anything with white balance. You don't worry about the color correction. You don't worry about any of that, right? We just throw it on there for the most part. Okay, for the most part. Pop says if you don't see a sign, it is allowed. Yeah, that technically that could be true, but um, you just want to really, really, really be careful out there. And they're putting all these new. I suggest if you have a drone, and I never had a drone, so I never worried about any of this stuff. But now I watch a lot of videos on it. I keep up on stuff, and they're coming out with this new thing now where all drones must have a beacon on them because when you launch the drone, it must be able to be picked up on radar by air traffic control. Okay, so they know where you're at. And then they're doing a thing now where they want a beacon on the controller so they know where the pilot is flying from, right? Here's the problem with that. When we were on vacation, you must have an internet connection for these to work. We didn't even have cell service. So does that mean you can't fly over that lake that we were, flying over and having a good time? There's going to be a lot of gray areas with that. I'm not getting into that. There's way professional people on the internet. You can watch those. So still not 100%, but getting closer. Touring Midwest, good morning, man. Glad to have you on board this morning with us. And I'm glad you are getting better, my friend. And, it's just, and I used his video recently. It's funny because when you're installing, I did that custom dynamics install of those grill lights on the front of the motorcycle. Myself and Henry did those. First of all, I'm glad I had my buddy over here because I needed two people to install those lights. Drew, Touring Midwest, did it on his own. He did it by himself. Okay. But at least I think he did. And I went back to his video because we had a couple questions of when we were running the wire through the lowers, because the wires come through, go up into the fairing. That part was pretty simplistic. Once we looked at it, I was like, wait a minute, the fairing's fixed. It never moves. We can strap this wire to anything. It's a part of the motorcycle. So it worked out really, really good. So Touring Midwest. Hey, Jack. Hey, buddy. I wished I had your phone number because we would have called you because we had some questions of the connectors. But I can tell you, and in the video, I think I did talk about in the video, I called Custom Dynamics and I told them that, we're installing these lights. We're doing a video and we are doing this for the partnership with Custom Dynamics. And I said, I need a technician. And they're like, hey, take care, Motive Lawn. Have a great day. Be careful out there. So anyway, they said that they opened a ticket up that they would call right back, but they had like 3 of their techs at Sturgis. So, but they did. They called right back. But by the time they called back, we figured it out. So, and I think that's part of the whole thing of working with a company. I mean, do your best to try to figure out, because what they're looking for is the home mechanic. Can they install these things? And they do give you very nice directions. And the only thing I would tell you to do with anything, they send you black and white directions. If you look them up on the internet, you can see colored pictures. Sometimes the color helps to give it some contrast to what you're looking for. So, Touring Midwest said, hey, thanks, buddy. And I'll send you my number too. When you send me that, I'll text you. If you want to send it through Instagram, just do a private message through there. And then we can chit chat at times too. I mean, I chit chat with a lot of guys on, the phone, text messaging. We talk back and forth. If I don't hear from you for a while, I mean, I send you a text, say, how are you? Is everything good? We all get busy, right? We all get busy, and we all have lives that we have to produce income to set, our life in the proper motion, I guess. But yeah, I talked to a lot of people on here. So, but yeah, anyway, so just remember, keep this in the back of your mind that there is no fireside chat with the boys tomorrow. Judy, have a good day. You got to run. You got patio furniture secure, lots of, yeah, and get your house bolted down, man. Get your windows boarded up. Like I said, I don't think the winds are coming. I think you guys are just gonna get very, very saturated with rain from what I see. I've been watching the radar, but we'll be praying for you guys and keep you in our prayers, and do your very best to stay hunched down and do your best out there. So 1-800-CALL HDR. There you go, Bronco. That'll work. I wonder what dial that number and see what it goes to. Might be too many. Maybe there's not enough letters. There's not enough. Yeah, there is. I should buy that. 1-800-CALL HDR. Yes, I should buy that. Anyway. So let me go over this for the next sent. Thanks, Tori. Thanks, Drew. I'll send it back to you here once I get done with the show. Anyway, so there is no fireside chat with the boys tomorrow night. I know everybody's very depressed over that. I know sometimes you can get your feelings hurt and you can get but don't. It's okay. It's all right. I mean, there's other things to watch. I'm sure you can watch HDR videos. You can probably load up on those. Get a ball of popcorn, just keep watching one after the other. I mean, I think it's a great idea. Or if you want a little Bronco, maybe watch a little Bronco installing some plates underneath the motorcycle, or a little Bodine. Maybe you watch a little bit of Bodine there. And so you can still have us in your house without having us together. But next Sunday night, dun, 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 next Sunday night, it's going to be a huge, huge turnout. Big night, biggest night ever on the fireside chat with the boys. Sunday night, fireside chat with the boys. Biggest turnout ever because we have Road Therapy. And if you've never met Road Therapy, you need to come to the show. You need to tell your friends. You need to call your relatives. You need to post it on your channel. Post it on your Instagram. Next Sunday night, get on the fireside chat with the boys because it's going to be the biggest live stream that YouTube has ever seen. We're going to blow it up, right? I want to have 500 or 600 live viewers chatting with us and talking as we bring this person from Florida on, Road Therapy. Just amazing motovlogger, and you're gonna and a whole lot more. So yikes, it's huge. It's going to be huge. Like I said, tell everybody we're looking for 300 to 400 live viewers next Sunday night. It's going to be our biggest show ever, and I want to hit that goal. So put it on your Instagram, put it on your Facebook, put it everywhere. If you can get posters and put them at your local stores, I'm going to do that. I'm putting posters at our stores and say, watch, live on YouTube. People don't even know what a live stream is. A lot of people, Americans, like, what's a live stream? Like, it's better than TV, that's for sure. So anyway. All right, I got that out. See, Bodine said 1 million viewers. So if we can get 1 million views, I would take that. I would take that in a minute, but it's going to be hard to read the chat. I'm hosting, so we'll have Bob and Colin both watching the chat, pulling questions out of there. If we have 1 million viewers, we'll be great. So, but anyway, so yeah, watch us next Sunday night. It will be great. We will have a good time. And bring your popcorn, bring your drink, bring your friends. We'll see you there. I think I produced that enough. Next Saturday morning, though, make sure you tell everybody about next Saturday morning. Coffee with HDR again? Huh. What? Episode number 36. He's just racking them up. And tell your friends about this show also. Put it on your Instagrams, put it on your Facebook feeds. We're trying to blow this show up too, or I am trying to blow this show up every Saturday morning. I'd like to see 400 or 500 viewers every Saturday, but you guys are great. I got a constant 40 people that sit here with me every Saturday morning, listen to me talk about totally nothing for about an hour for no reason whatsoever, except for us to join up and chat with each other. So it's a wonderful, wonderful thing. I'm glad I started it, and I'm going to continue it until, well into retirement. Well, I'll probably be 90 and saying, guys, it's HDR. I was just out there on the trike doing some wheelies in the front yard. yeah, I'll be 90 and still be sitting right here. So thanks, everybody. Have a great day. Get out there and ride. Remember, first, let me tell you this. Remember, ride your own ride and be safe. Harley Day Rider will be down and out from the beautiful studios here in southwestern Pennsylvania. And if you can see it here, where's that? The Custom Dynamic Studios in association with HDR Garage. Take care. We'll see you next Saturday. Remember, Roger and Ryan, be safe. Take care. Bye-bye for now.